I'd like to speak to the officer in charge of looking for the missing girl, Tracy Uphill.
That's Detective Inspector Frost, sir. He's not here at the moment. If you'll hang on, I'll...
Just tell him her mother withdrew a large sum of...
Mr. Hudson would like to see you, Mr. Garwood.
All they could say was it was aged between 35 and 40, height 5'9", 5'10". Extensive dental work, that might give us something. Well, his left leg had been broken about 5 years before he died.
Anything they could tell you about the security box?
Very strong and obviously specially made for the job. Sort of thing security firms use to cart large sums of money about. They managed to get the maker's name off the lock, which was Smith and Curtis. They used to specialise in safes and strong boxes and so on.
Yes.
Yes, they went out of business in 1969. Anyway, I've got records digging up all the missing persons between 1955 and 61, but that might take a bit of time, so I've had to work with the local press to see if they can come up with something. Alternatively, I could always stick him back in the ground and dig him up when things get a bit slack.
Hello?
You haven't told anyone.
No.
You know the cricket ground on the old common?
Yes.
There's a telephone box just past the crossroads. It needs a lock. Put the money in your bag and walk there. Wait by the phone box until I call with further instructions.
You're right, Tracy, love. What am I doing messing about with a load of old bones when you're God knows where? And what am I going to tell your mum? Doing our best? It'll really perk her up. I've got to tell her something, that's for sure. Don't give me any more of that stuff, just burn it.
What'd you make of that phone call?
What phone call?
There's a note on your desk here somewhere.
What did it say, this note?
Here we go. Caller wanted to talk to you about the missing girl. Wouldn't leave his name. Just said, tell him her mother withdrew a large sum. Then he rang off.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
We've been sitting around here for God knows how long. If you clean up that mess once in a while, you might be able to find something. In a paper, if not the kid.
He's quite right, of course.
Hello? Yes. Yes, he's here. Your friend, Sandy Longford.
Oh, yes.
So, I'll go through the files as requested, and what I turn up, thank you very much, is the best story I've had in years, which I have incidentally already sold to the dailies.
Cheers.
Of course, you and I were still in short pants. 1961. Let me see, Kennedy elected, Gagarin first man in space, Berlin Wall went up.
Yeah, Tottenham did the double beat and Leicester City 2-0 in the cup final. Come on, Sandy, let's have it.
Felton was a cashier working for the Eastern Counties Bank on the old High Street. 26th of January 1961, he left Denton by car, driven by junior clerk Ronald Garwood. Destination, their sub-branch in Exley, 7 miles away, to deliver £40,000 locked in a case chained to Felton's wrist. I never arrived. It's found in a side road, well away from the route it should have taken. Garwood is found unconscious. So badly beaten about the head, he still has no memory of what happened. Felton, the 40,000 were never seen again.
Any next of kin?
His wife remarried, a Yank. No other family.
You said this, what's his name, Garwood, still has no memory.
He's back at the bank, assistant manager. Spoke to him only half an hour ago. As you can imagine, he was quite surprised. Or tried to get a statement from the bank manager, but he wasn't having any. So, looks as though I owe you a favour. You know, I've a bloody good mind to buy you a curry. Editor. Yeah, he is.
I've got to go home.
Tomorrow, Linda, love. You can go home tomorrow.
No, I've got to go now. I said I'd be there when he phones again. I mean, that was the bargain. She might even be there waiting. She's waiting.
They found her bag.
And?
Empty.
The 2,000 you mean?
Well, everything.
The bastard.
Why the hell didn't she tell us?
Because she was afraid, that's why.
Stupid more like.
Yeah, well, not everyone's got your brain power, have they, Constable? It's a pity you leave it in neutral most of the time.
I thought you ought to know. Someone just phoned for her. You wouldn't leave his name.
What did you want?
He wanted to know if you were keeping her in.
And you said yes.
Yes.
Get yourself another body and you go and sit outside her house. Thank you. Well, what are we after? Kidnapper, my arse. What sort of kidnapper nicks a woman's small change and her front door keys? I'll tell you the sort. A nasty little tow rag who knows the place is going to be empty. So not content with the 2,000, he's going to pop in there and nick whatever else is going. The cheaper they are, the greedier they are. And greed, my son, is the biggest mistake of the lot. Now you let him get in there. You catch him on the way out when he's got his hands full. And when you've got him, you give me a shout here. I'll be here in Churchill Wharf. Yeah, but no, don't ask any questions. Pop it.
What did he say to you? Oh, I see. Well, perhaps I should have done the same. I'm afraid he caught me unawares, which is, of course, what they're trying to do, these people. And I suppose we shall have the police asking all their stupid questions again. Though God only knows what use it is, and quite frankly, the last... Yes, I will. I'm sorry to... Yeah. Good night.
Smoke, drink, you name it, I abused it.
Get away.
And then one morning I woke up and I said to myself, Howard, what are you doing?
What do you want?
What are you doing?
Oh, right.
I mean, in terms of my body.
Oh, yeah?
Got him?
In the nick. I'm sorry to hear your wife's so ill, Gov. He told me downstairs. I mean, I didn't know.
No reason why you should. Right. Come on. Let's go. And it was when I was leaving the house that the officers arrested me. What happened to Mrs. Uphill was an accident. I didn't mean her no harm. I just saw it as a way of making easy money. Okay? Okay. You just like to sign that for me there. There and there, please, Lieutenant. Time is 23:45. The interview with Darren Brennan is concluded. Thank you. I don't know about the I didn't mean her no harm bit. I've been glancing through your form. You not being a local, I haven't had the pleasure of your previous acquaintance. Or acquaintance with your previous, perhaps I should have said. But doing women no harm doesn't seem to form a major part of your philosophy. They wind me up. Oh, I know what you mean, sir. I know what you mean. Women were only put on this earth so us big macho men can give them a right-hander now and again. What else? Make sure that scumbag Brennan gets a decent night's kip, because I'm going to throw the bloody book at him tomorrow. First thing tomorrow morning, get onto the bank and make an appointment to see this Garwood bloke.
Right.
Where are you going?
Oh, home.
Have you done those crime returns yet?
Well, no,
Well, get on with them then. I'm sorry, son, I'm feeling a bit low tonight. Come on, Bobo's time. You look half dead. Tell him to pick me up outside the hospital in 20 minutes.
Good morning.
Oh, hi.
Is it all right?
No change.
Well, when they told me you were here, I...
Do you know the truth? Couldn't stand being in that house on my own.
What was in the skeleton thing?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I mean, just finding them like that after all this time.
Well, you can't keep anything hidden. Not forever. Just you remember that.
I know Mr. Powell. Funny enough, I saw him here only yesterday.
Huh? Oh, what, the bloke that was the bank manager, right?
I left his wife for a while, till she went completely. And Alzheimer's. He's the only one to let near her. 24 hours a day. How he manages, I have no idea. Patience of a saint.
Oh, sorry.
Where are you, Gerald?
Stay there, darling. I'm just bringing your tea.
Morning, Gov.
Is it?
I phoned the bank. Garwood isn't in today.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Right, thanks very much.
He's usually out of the house 8:30 on the dot.
What about last night?
Well, they were out till gone 12, but they noticed that all his lights were still on.
Yeah, they still are. So he's not at work, he's not answering the phone.